Happy Sunday. Another quick Car-chet and Chat. Um, this one's going to be a different video. I'm actually going to be making a granny square. I'm just waiting on a couple of people to jump on. So thank you for being here. If this is your first time here, I'm Lakeisha and this is the Crafty Channel. I come live on the weekends, sometimes on my breaks, to just say hey and do some crocheting and chatting. So I'm waiting on a particular person to pop in so that I can get started on this little mini lesson, because I'm just showing what I have learned. Um, Hold on one second. Hey Stacy, good afternoon. Thank you for being here. Charging my phone. My phone is on 14%. That's tragic. Seriously. So I am going to. So this morning I started off making a dish scrubby for your dishes, and I am actually I frogged it, so I undid it so I can start over and make this project. Hey Bedazzling Design. So this is the yarn that I'm using, Scrubology Scrub It yarn, and this is the color orange. Can you hear that? It's actually rough for scrubbing and cleaning your dishes and pots or whatever. How y'all doing? How are you guys doing? How's the rest of your life, Stacy? I had to get back to work, girl. Hey Geneva, good afternoon or good morning, depending on where you are. So where y'all watching from? And I'm going to be using a 5mm hook. Hold on. Hopefully my live don't get too loud. Let me see, review my channel. Let's see, messages. You in Las Vegas? Okay, so it's 3 hours behind 3 hours, right, or 2? Hey Luca, welcome in. Hey Gail Charles, welcome in. Oh, of course, you are welcome. Work just don't know, they be getting in the way of me celebrating my friends, celebrating and watching and doing what I love. So let me start with the magic circle or the magic ring. 11 o'clock. Wow, it is 2 here. For those of you who are watching, please hit the like button. Thank you. Let me, anybody on here know how to crochet? Do I have any crocheters watching? If you crochet, let me know. Hey D Smith, good morning, good afternoon. Hey Charmaine, good afternoon. So let me get started with the granny square, and I start my um, magic circle with, I start off with the magic circle because the chain 4 method, for me, you can't close the circle up. This is for beginners. A little bit. Okay, a little bit. We're going to do a lot of bit. We want you to do a lot of bit. So, okay, you ready, Charmaine? Let's go. So we got our magic circle. And I am going to chain 1. Okay, once you chain 1, and I don't know why they call it a granny stitch or a granny square. I haven't delved that deep into the crochet history, but this is the granny square. So to start it off, we're going to do a chain 1, and I'm going to do 3 double crochet in the magic circle. Yarn over, go into the circle, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. Now this is not regular yarn, so I don't even know how this yarn is going to work up. It is really rough, so we're going to try. So that's one. We're gonna do two, three. So after you do three double crochet, you want to do a chain one. Okay. Hey, Kristen. We're gonna do another three double crochet. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, pull through two. So don't forget that um, chain one in between your double crochets. You follow me? I don't want to be going too fast. So now you have three. So I started off with the chain one, three double crochet, chain one, three double crochet. I'm going to chain one, and I'm going to do three more double crochet. Can y'all hear this yarn? Can y'all hear this? Two, yarn over, pull through two, pull through two, yarn over, pull through two, pull through two. Finally, the two together, Dimps Designs and Charmaine Galloway. Dimps, I first heard of you, by way of Charmaine Galloway. She would always call your name out in her live, so I have been there for you. Oh, thank you so much, D. Smith. I appreciate that. Yes. Charmaine is my girl. And actually, it was because of her live that I learned you can chat live on YouTube, because I just thought it was all recorded. So thank you for being here. Okay, let's count my clusters. I have one cluster of three, chain one, one, two cluster of three, my chain one. All right, one, two, three cluster of three, chain one. Are you following, Charmaine? I don't want to move too fast. I'm waiting. So I have three clusters of three. Three clusters of three. Hello. Let me know you're following before I move on. So after I do my chain one, I'm going to do three more clusters of three. I'm going to do three more double crochet. One more cluster of three. One more cluster of three. All right, I got my three. I'm watching the chat, y'all. And so the way the words are on the chat, I don't know if y'all can see what I'm doing or not. So let me know. So I am doing my three double crochet. One, two, three. I have four clusters of three double crochet. And then I'm going to chain one. And I'm trying to do this off memory. I don't do a whole lot of granny squares, so hopefully I get this. Let me see if I 1, 3, 6, 9, 12. What do you mean technically not a cluster of three? Let me know what you mean. It's not a cluster because it's not two, but three double crochet. Is that what you mean? A cluster would be two. So do you have this, Charmaine? One, two, three, four. So I got 12. So hopefully you guys are having a great day. Yeah. Oh, it's all joined together. Well, excuse me if I'm using the wrong terminology. I'm still learning too. So, do you have a Charmaine? And then I'm going to chain one. Once I close up my circle, after the fifth row, okay, let me see the fifth row. Let me chain one. Let me see. So you're saying you have this part, right? I don't know if I could do 5 rows. 2, 3. All right, so I have 3. I have 3. Okay. All right. So now I don't know how you did your granny square, but the way I learned, I don't do a chain one in between the circles. So I'm just gonna jump right into that next circle, that next hole, yarn over. Oops, I forgot to yarn over. Yarn over. I'm going right into that corner and do 3 double crochet, yarn over, 2, 3, and because this is a corner, I am going to chain one and go right back into that corner and do 3 more clusters. Am I doing that correctly, Kristen? Let me know. Thank you so much, Bedazzling Designs. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. 2, 3. Okay, you see that? It's kind of looking like a little square. I need to close my circle up. This stuff ain't easy to work with, but it's looking like a square. Now, like I said, when you do the corners or the straight edges, I do not chain one. I just go right into that next corner with the double crochet. 2. You can see that's the thing. Me personally, I don't like the amount of space there is between the clusters with the chain two. That's just me personally. So I just chain one. So you can chain two because I've seen where people use a chain two. But like I said, I like chain one. Okay. Right, D Smith, her hats do look good. So I've done that 3 cluster. I am going to do a chain one. Chain one and then yarn over and do 3 more double crochet into that same corner. All right, now I'm going to the next, because this yarn is kind of hard to see. This is a straight corner. I'm not going to yarn over. Well, I'm going to yarn over. I'm sorry. I'm going to yarn over and go straight into that next one and do 3 double crochet. Oh, thank you, Bedazzling Design. Appreciate that. Thank you. All right, now I did my 3. I'm going to chain one and then do 3 more. Oh my gosh, look at that in the yarn. What in the world? So normally I would cut that and retie it, but I'm just going to keep following. You chain one too, Gail? Oh, Kristen says she do 2 double crochet, chain one, and 2 double crochet. All right, so I have made it to the straight edge. Now since I have 3 in here already, I'm going to go over and do 3 more double crochet into that last. This is the beginning. Y'all look at that. Ugh. The manufacturers did it wrong, man. Two, three. Oof. I gotta get some more yarn. Okay. Now, instead of slip stitching into the top of that, I learned this from Setta's Place. She showed doing a half double crochet into the top of that last stitch. Now, don't let this get you confused, Charmaine. Keep doing what you've been doing, okay? That's row 2. That looks so good. All right, chain 1. The baby blanket right here, I just gave it a little break, girl, because, honey, it's in this bag. It's right here. Okay, so this is the next way. I'm sorry, the next step is going to be do 3 double crochet again into that stitch. And I'm sorry, Charmaine, I'm not gonna get to row 5, but we could talk later. 2, 3. And that first chain 1 does not count as a stitch. Since I'm in the corner, I am going to, so I don't put 3 more in that first corner, because when I finish the row, I'll come back up with the last 3 of the double crochet. Does that make sense? You are teaching it in the way you are teaching it very understandable. Everyone has their own way of doing everything, right or wrong way. My sister is able to. Oh, thank you, Miss Sharon. Thank you. So I'm only going to put 3 in this stitch, and I'll come back up, follow up with the final 3 at the end. Let me see what time it is. Okay. Oh. Gotta get my devices together. Okay. So, okay, Charmaine, now, because this is a straight edge, I'm going right into that next stitch. I'm not going to chain. Please don't let this confuse you. If you want to chain, please, by all means, chain. But I'm just showing the way I do mine. I do not chain. I was doing it with the chain 2 and the chain 1 method on the straight edge. And now, like I said, I didn't like the way it looked, so I stopped doing it. All right, I'm getting ready to go into that circle. Not circle. That corner. Yarn over. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. Yarn over. 1. Ooh, I hope y'all don't hit my stomach. 2, 3. Okay. Y'all get the gist of it. Now, row 5, I'm trying to think of how many stitches would be on row 5. So, oh, hold on. Let me see what's going on. Unable. Hold on, y'all. Okay. So this would be row 2, 3. So which part is confusing you? Because I want to try to explain it before I get off. Because you're going to be doing the same thing all the way around. So when I did my 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3, anytime you have a straight edge on the granny stitch, anytime you're on the straight edge, I get confused of where to put the stitches, like what spaces. So anytime, so you're not going in between the stitches. When you're doing the granny square, you are not going in the stitches at all. You're only going into the open spaces. Only into the open spaces. You're not going, I know it's different when you're doing the double crochet and when you was doing your hat. You're not going into any of the stitches. You're only going into the holes. Only into the holes. That one. So when you go into your corners, just separate them and make sure you have 3. So you have 1, 2, 3, chain 1. That's a space. 1, 2, 3. You know you have them separated, so you're only gonna go into the space. Oh yeah, yes, ma'am. The grant, just make sure you have 3 on each side. That's how you keep track. That's how I learned to keep track. So I just did those 3. Now you see I have 3 right here. 1, 2, 3. The next space, I'm going right into that space. Yarn over. I'm gonna hit it with 3 more double crochet. So the only time you have multiple clusters is on the corner. So will it always be three? Yes. When you're and I think you mean stitches. When you are on the straight edges, you're only going to have three. Chain one or two, whichever one you decide. Three. Chain one or two. Three. Chain one or two. Whichever way you decide. If you're doing chain two, like I said, that is completely fine. But you only want to go into the space, not into the stitch. The only time you're going to have 6 double crochet is in a corner space. In a corner space. Okay, so you have 3 in the corner. You're going into that corner space. And you can use your stitch markers too. So let me know if you got that. Hey, Elba. Let me know if you got that. I hope that helped. No, I'm talking about spaces between where I put the clusters. Okay, so yes, okay. I think I'm following you. You have your 3 clusters right here, and you're talking about this space right here, or are you speaking about the space in between the stitches? We're not going into any of those spaces. You're only going into the chain one space. And when I say chain one or two, when you come off of your 3rd double crochet, chain one, chain two. Think about when you go to the next row, you're going to be doing your next double crochet on top of the chain one. Does that make sense? Hey, Miss Evelyn. I hope that makes sense. Send me a picture of your text me a picture of the granny square you're working on. Did you frog it or did you finish? So I appreciate y'all being here. I have to go, Charmaine. Text me. I hope that helps somebody if anybody was confused about granny stitches. I like to do the chain one because I don't like the space between when you're doing the chain two. So thank y'all so much for being here. I have to go. Text me, Charmaine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for this recommended video too, girl. I appreciate it. Bye, y'all. Love y'all. Hit the likes button on the way out. Thanks so much for your time, girl. Get something on you. Girl, I'm about to go eat right at my desk. Bye, y'all. Love y'all. Bye.